Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sangean PR-D14, and I'm performing a daytime medium wave band scan. First I'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, third I'll start cruising the daytime band. So let's check it out, the Sangean PR-D14. It is the entertainer. Yes, I call it that because it has a USB thumb drive spot where you can play music files. I think it's a pretty interesting radio. So let's look at the features on it. You can get this radio for about $70, brand new still, and you can get a renewed one for around $50. Not a bad deal, but it puts it close to like the PR-D5, which is more of a DXing radio, and it puts it near the D4W, which is a great AM radio in itself, and also has no weather. So it's kind of an in-between thing. I really like this radio because the AM band on it is amazing. So let's check it out. Features. Left-hand side, we got a headphone jack for FM stereo listening. Auxiliary in, so you can hook up an MP3 player or your phone. DC input, 6 volts, 1 amp. Believe it or not, it's the exact same power pack that the D19 uses. I use my D19 for the FM e-skip seasons during the summertime. On the front of the radio, we have this really cool metal speaker grill. I'm a fan of the white color. For most Sangean radios now, if it's available in white, I buy it in white because it just doesn't show up fingerprints. But 3-inch speaker behind the metal grill there. Nice sound to it, nice bassy sound. Of course, Sangean. Over here we got an LCD display. Right now it's showing the clock. We have power button, sleep function. We got a bunch of buttons here. Source, that's our band select, and source, which is the USB and the auxiliary port. Play mode for the MP3 player. We have the alarm clocks, 1 and 2. You can wake to AM, FM radio, plus USB. It's a nice setup. Here we have menu. Press and hold that. Hold the radios off. We can go see the firmware. And then we can set things like stepping. Let's go ahead and show you that real quick. Got to keep pressing it. Okay, well, it's showing date and time. There you go. So there's a date, November 22nd. All right. Then I go, there we go. Clock adjust, date adjust, and the way it displays the date. Manual or RDS for setting the time. Snooze feature. FM stepping. So you can go 100 kilohertz stepping or 50 kilohertz stepping for those who like the lower band 8775 if they have a low power output station nearby, which I do. Darn it. I got to redo this. And then it does have AM stepping too as well. So you can go AM 9K and 10 kilohertz stepping. FM, it has 4 different FM bands, which is nice. There we go. So let that time out. Next, we have the 5 preset buttons. And you have folder icons there. So you got down folder, up folder. So if you have multiple folders in your USB drive, you can navigate them. And over here you got back, rewind, pause, play, and then fast forward and track forward. Scan button, and of course a select button while you're in the menus. Tuning up and down, and selecting the A and B start points for MP3 playback. So if you're trying to hear a certain clip over and over, not bad. Right hand side of the radio, we got a nice smooth volume. It's analog, love it. Top of the radio, we got the USB port. Simple USB thumb drive stick goes right in there. I use a low profile one, and you can kind of almost close the cover over it. The antenna is a 27-inch antenna. The FM reception is excellent. It got a very good rating, which is a 4-star rating, which is really good. So sensitivity and selectivity on this radio is much better than the D4W, if you're wondering. Love that. And then we're going to turn to the back. All right. On the back here, you can see the frequency information, the stepping for AM. They don't show the band coverage for FM, but if you go look at my review video, which will be in the iCard section above, you'll see a whole tutorial about this radio if you're really interested. And over in the back here, we have 4 D-cell batteries. It gives us a runtime of approximately 170 hours at medium volume. So not bad, running off D-cell batteries. Most people who buy this radio will probably have it plugged in with the AC adapter, which comes with the radio. The handle is just this little nub. That's it. There's no strap points, and there's no handle that flips up like the D15 has. So it's kind of a hassle. I haven't bought a D5 yet because it doesn't have a handle, and that's kind of annoying, but yeah, I wish it did have a handle. Handles are nice, because I like to take my radios outside, as you guys know. All right, the quick size comparison. We'll start cruising the band. CC Pocket. Yeah, as you can tell, it's not a big supersized radio. It's a decent size, but not too large. Again, it's identical to the D4W. I just did some band scans with that. What else do I got? CC Skywave in the house. Always to show. I can spin on the speaker grill. And I'm sure I got a deck of cards here somewhere. Here he is. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves Sangean radios from China land. Pretty much. I say it every time. Sangean. But there you go. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on so we can pick up during the day. Now, quick primer with medium wave or AM band. There's 2 antennas in a portable radio. I say this because there's a lot of newbies. People getting started in the hobby. Shouldn't call you newbies, should call you enthusiasts. And they don't understand that the FM antenna back there is only for FM or smaller wavelengths. FM has a shorter wavelength, and you use that whip antenna. Now, the internal antenna is for medium or AM reception, and it's usually a ferrite bar, about this long in this radio. It's probably about a 4-inch one, and it's wrapped with a coil of wire. That's to pick up the longer wavelengths that medium wave has. So it has 2 antennas, the external whip and the internal. Now, to tune a radio on AM, the antenna is usually horizontally set inside the case, usually towards the top. So what you do to tune a station is you turn the top of that radio or horizontal edge of that antenna towards the receiving station. Most radios have the antenna orientated this way. I've had a few cheap radios where it was vertical on this side, which is really bad. So having on top of the radio is important. So yeah, most all radios, they're at the top or in this horizontal area. I've seen them at the bottom, but as long as they're on the horizontal edge, it's perfect. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So there's your primer for medium wave, and I'm going to show an example of that tuning. As you can see, AM band frequency program. This is on preset 1. Battery level indicator, and then over here we have a signal strength indicator. Yay, love having that. That's nice. Tuning button is actually all plastic. These are solid plastic buttons, by the way, and they feel good in use. So let's go ahead and tune it up. So our first station here is 540 WAUK Jackson, Wisconsin, which is to the north. So I have to point this radio to the south or to the north to pick it up, and I'll show you how that works. Current time is 11:14 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois. It's about 5 hours after sunrise, and we have about 5.5 hours to sunset. Actually, 6 hours to sunset.
Tampa Bay always, the Rays always beat the Orioles, and how the Yankees were losing to the Orioles, and that was the
So there we go, tuned right in nicely.
Compete for the division. Well, guess what? The Patriots struggled.
And now, 90 degrees away from the station, I'm pointing it west, not picking it up. Now, if I point the radio south, it'll still pick up the north station.
They beat the Jets every time, no matter what. They beat the bad teams, right?
So that's how that works. Let's keep going. See what else is on the band near Chicago.
San Francisco. There's a massive amount of...
You can see the signal strength jumped up. If I tilt this forward, you can kind of see it comes in clearer. It's just the angle on display now. When it's sitting up on your desk, this is the best angle for it. But since I'm laying it flat, it kind of has a little haziness to it. But high contrast when it's tilted this way. But yeah, you can see the signal strength indicator there.
It's about 6 months. Now,
yeah, this is WIND, Chicago, the answer.
Was good for a lot of people for 6 months.
So I know that the defense argument was, well, what if he got his hands on Rittenhouse's weapon?
So here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. This is about 150 miles south, and I'm pointing it north, but it doesn't matter like I showed you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a passive loop, just see if I can add some more gain, and see if we can't get a signal strength to increase. And what I use is a Terk Advantage, and I think it's going to work well. This is a passive loop you can buy. They're around $40 on Amazon, and it's a great investment. It does not need batteries, and it really improves daytime and evening reception. Plus it adds extra volume for the radio, so you can actually turn the radio down and conserve power.
Faster than they are. Maybe
Let's go ahead and tune it.
Struck in the face or about the body.
There's a tuner
and they
here.
Suddenly pull a deadly weapon.
So we tune the antenna.
It's worth saying that this was not simply a pistol that was pulled. It was an assault rifle.
So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this down and see if... Okay, signal strength didn't jump up, but it got clearer if you noticed. We can hit the info button back to get that back.
So I think it's significant to say that force was really uneven in this situation. With the other two victims, it's easier to debate the whole...
So big difference there. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going.
Outnumbered.
Here's a faint station, WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles to my east, that direction, but it's, of course, picking it up, pointing it west. You can hear them. How to bring the loop in again. We're going to tune it in.
Jon Johnson from Wisconsin, Tuesday Senator from Wisconsin. We got a loaded show for you today. Coming up next, I've got the receipt. It's on the written to show you what we just did, and sometimes it's like...
So there you go. It's a little low, but you can make it out.
The Rittenhouse case is done. I don't know. Things would have been a whole lot better. Now, we have to stay in race individuals, probably scaring.
Pretty far station here is the 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is 175 miles away. Now, during the daytime, your stations tend to be about a 200-mile margin, typically.
On 600.
He just said WMT as I move this in.
While Lane County REC doesn't want you to leave free money in your air conditioner, water heater, or outdoor lighting either.
As you can see, I'm putting the passive loop perpendicular to where the antenna would be, the internal antenna. You can also go edge on.
Energy-friendly appliance here. You'll find all the information you need.
It helps you find the antenna.
REC.com.
Right about there.
If you're qualified for a rebate, just download the form, fill it out, attach the necessary...
Cool. All right, we'll keep going. Set that off to the side.
It's the seniors. Exactly. Because we don't get together like that.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As I turn it north, you'll hear it get better.
Make them safe. Obviously, be aware. I'm sure every police department and fire department in our state, if not beyond that, are all looking at their protocols. Absolutely. That's the way it should work. And it bothers me.
Yep, 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
But now we have to add this to the list of things that we should never have to think about violence interrupt.
Okay, keep rolling. Okay, we got WMFN, Hispanic Music, Piatone, Illinois on 640. Nice. Now we're at a strong station.
Beat the Packers, but if they did, what are you talking about then? You know, I mean...
Here's 670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. As you can see, signal strength indicators all the way up. Boom, and then info back on. This does have RDS, by the way, too, on FM. So yeah, pretty nice.
Hoping for any of this, but I'm just telling you guys, it's just at this point in the season, it's what makes trying to come to final conclusions.
Nice, sounds good in person. There's a distance station, WLW, 300 miles away. It's pushing the limits for my location. We can see if we can't pick it up, just for kicks. I'll bring the passive loop in. Turn the volume way up. I enjoy using this radio quite a bit, even though I don't have the bandwidth settings that the 4W has, the D4W. I like the D14 because it's just, there's no auto-tuning to worry about. It's right on the money. Like you hit the station, it's AGC's kicked in, automatic gain control, and yeah, it's already set up, ready to rock. Something I like. And we're picking up WLW Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east. Very nice. But I'm using my passive loop to help. Take that away and you can barely make them out. Cool.
On 9 p.m. this weekend, I think this was Sunday. No, it was Saturday night. Videos on...
And right to our strongest station in my area, WGN Chicago.
Large bags.
As you can tell, full strength.
Vehicles that were parked on the street. 80 people. Jody Hernandez, one of the TV reporters out there, tweeted #breaking. About 25 cars just blocked the street.
Okay. Keep going.
10 minutes a day. Just open up scripture and just read. Also, too,
Here's 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
That you're taking the RCIA classes through. If you can ask them if
Interesting. I think the selectivity is really good. Let's just check this. Okay, so we just got call letters there. Awesome. So yeah, this is Detroit, Michigan. This is a really good pickup that we're getting. I got to get my information on mileage on this one. I think it's 200 and some odd miles. 760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles. Wow, I didn't expect to pick this up, but we are. It's a good day. Clear, no clouds. It's cold outside. It's in the 20-degree marks. All right.
Safer having gotten the vaccine. It has given me the freedom that I have.
WBBM, Chicago, Illinois.
if you're a senior who...
I'm going to go a little quicker. Got a lot to go through.
And doing the...
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. About 40 miles away. Left wing station.
Who had been JFK's Secretary of State, and the Secretary of State for JFK's successor, Lyndon Johnson, through much of the 60s, too.
They got a little bit of hum on there.
And, you know, so he was a distinguished guy, and they were going to be doing a program of his oral reminiscences, and I read his biography in preparation for that.
So I can't pick up a faint station. So I point it this way. I'm not going to pick it up. There's a low transmission, 400 watts, coming from the north out of Milwaukee, WNOV. Some nice easy listening there. Nice, cool. Yeah, love that. Here's 870 WKAR, East Lansing, Michigan, 200 miles. This one's always a toughie to get in. But with the passive loop, I can clear this up. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Keep going.
For it, you in public at least, you do.
WLS, Chicago, high-pitch whine coming from the camera.
It is the greatest insult you can lob to a human being.
There's a station here at 910. If I use my loop, I could bring it in, but typically not daytime.
Because it is LeBron. Yeah. No, you're probably right. So I go 6, you go 10.
Here's the Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So that was it was good for the Lakers. They won 121-116. So
there, even though that is, obviously such a sad, sacred place.
WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's wonderful insight again.
Okay, 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
In the pilgrimage experience, I think the first
950 WNTD, Chicago, Illinois.
That you're doing it together, and that particular.
So we gave back to the National Women's Law Center, and our current release is around peace, love, and joy because
here's WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
And we're giving back to the World Kitchen.
40 million now. Yeah, there's just no.
That's the number, Carm.
I wouldn't pay him more than. I don't think you could pay him more than 20, and I don't know that he's going to stay there for. Like Yurko always says, guys will take less on a different team. Yeah.
WMVP Chicago, ESPN Radio. Flipping my list over here. All right.
Somewhere else, you're.
Yeah, keep a cheat sheet handy. I kind of know
the
most
way
of them,
the Bears had to make it
but it's good to have that handy.
Kiedy pan się zapisał. Niech pan dzwoni do
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
kilkanaście, kilkadziesiąt razy w...
Black Friday for Lighten Up with Lenny finale. Of course, John throws a great party. We'll have specials up
WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
too as well. Qualifying the last 5 people to win that.
Got music here on WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 100 miles away. Coming in pretty good. Just quick take the loop in. There we go. Nice.
At the beginning of the year, he told us he was going to start with short yardage and they were going to work him into some other packages. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Give this guy the ball now. If you'd have given him the ball...
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. This one comes in pretty good when you're outside. Inside, you need help with the loop. It's one of those things.
I doubt it would be this high if you ran him, I mean, we had good success running the ball against Penn State.
WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois.
Hoy, mañana y siempre.
1110, Chicago, Illinois. Man, how come I didn't write that down yet? I have WMBI, but that's not it. I'll put the pop-up of the station ID on there. They changed it. I want to say there's an E and an X and an S. I just don't know if it's that order or not. It's probably WXES. Yeah, that might be it. That's from memory. I'm hoping that's it. Okay.
Man killing white people.
Okay, so it's 11:30 was WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As you can tell, the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, I'm trying to avoid all that talk because it's not appropriate, to leave on YouTube, so I kind of skip around a little bit. Let's
It's all identity politics driven. We'll continue to talk about this and more, but in the meantime...
Here we go, 11:30 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In a year, how much difference could that make? How about being able to skip a couple of mortgage payments down?
So yeah, a lot of talk and debating on the radio still. If that's your thing.
CLJ.org, double the impact your donation.
1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago, Illinois.
We're coming up, and it's jam-packed.
You've been listening to Jay Sekulow Live, sponsored by the American Center for Law and Justice.
Let's see if we can't pick up Squirrel. There's a squirrel dancing. Not really, but sliding in. WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The squirrels are running around your neighborhood, especially in Sycamore. Nice.
Salcedo escucha el podcast de Fútbol de las Estrellas en iTunes, Safer Radio.
1200 WRTO, Chicago.
Tu DN Radio, vivimos tu pasión.
Romperán filas y ya descansarán para preparar la pretemporada de
WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
Así que
These events safe and still be able to have them. I mean, there's always the question of...
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
We believe that we should, and we provide the best safety that we can. But
WSBC, Chicago, Illinois.
That's all you have. It's not based on age. It's based on how you...
WSSP, Milwaukee.
You're 21.
WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away.
And I thought we had it when they said that he intercepted.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
Back for a commercial break and when.
Okay, music there on WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Nice.
Workers' compensation. Proszę pójść na
It's an
internet.
amazing AM receiver. I just can't believe how good this is. Amazing. Now, this was donated by a viewer, Diesel. Can't remember his exact name, but it's in the review video description. If you look, you'll see who donated it. Yeah, it was a pretty cool channel donation. Thank you, sir, if you're still watching my channel. Awesome.
Taką opcją.
It's about more than making.
I don't know if I gave this 1300 WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
We believe that's key to taking your wealth potential to the
WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
We model over 38,000 investors.
WNTA, Rockford, mixing with WKTA, Evanston.
Boy, how many times is that shot clock?
WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
Chicken 2 going to 1.
Some music on 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois.
Someone lost a loved one. Tragic. You even want to
WGRB, Chicago.
your own ability?
1400 WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin.
From this time period are actually from Lee Ward. This is an example of a quilt that came as a
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Shopping radio. Buy a radio off the radio. Not yet, but I'm going to. One day, Todderbert will.
quilt kit. Came in a lot of different varieties.
Speaking in third party. It's pretty funny.
I think if you ask anyone.
Sounds like they're talking in a can. WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
More online activity can mean
1440 WROK, Rockford. I am going quicker.
has identity theft protection.
Running out of time. Out of Cicero, Illinois, we have a station called WRLL, I think. I don't have it written down. Formerly known as WCEV. So if WRLL, I think it's called The Real. If I'm wrong, I'll put a little pop-up, but I think I'm right. We got Iron Country on 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Nice. So I get a little bit of everything on my AM stations. I love it. We got music here on 1520 WLUV, Loves Park, Illinois. Music there, you could probably get better with the passive loop, but I'm running out of time. 1560 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin.
You went and interviewed Dean Rusk, and he dropped this bombshell.
WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
Okay, we've got to figure out who killed.
All these daytime stations are coming in nice and clear. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
이런 상황일수록 하나님 더 사랑하고.
Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois.
And all those sorts of things, and those are excellent examples of things.
WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. Another, I think, relevant radio or Catholic radio.
Traveling to Europe and South America, and
is it ETWN? Did I get that right?
For
I don't listen to them, but they're there.
And again,
if I need to.
I highly endorse.
Smart hiring platform that delivers 4 times more hires than all other sites combined.
The Zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin, coming in nice.
Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Our last station is going to be 1690.
Refinance your mortgage and save thousands. Call 773-881-68.
WBON, Chicago, Illinois. Nice. So there we go. We'll go ahead and, you know what, we'll change the source, show you this. USB, auxiliary in, and we have FM. And it shows RDS information here. Shows it's in stereo, which is cool. Yeah, it shows the RDS symbol. And you can just hit this. It gives you the program types, station ID. So this is the neat little setup if you're on FM too. Calendar. Beautiful. Okay, there it is, the Sangean PR-D14. A little demo of the daytime AM band. It does a great job. This is a fantastic little radio. If you want something that looks sharp and you can play MP3 player, you know, MP3s on as an MP3 player, you can't go wrong. And it's got 2 smart alarms. I really like that. This might be something to pick up. It's right, like I said, right in between those 2 different radios. It's kind of that specialty radio, and I like it. I think it's definitely worthwhile to have in your collection, especially if you have a few radios that don't have MP3, or you do, but you want something a little bassier sounding. This is the one to pick up, definitely. I have links below for you guys. Give me a big like if you like the video. 2 if you like Sangean radios, you want to see more new ones, reviews, comparisons, band scans. Make sure to hit the bell icon and subscribe. With that bell icon clicked, if there's a sale on this radio, or it goes a special deal, I'll post it in my community section. If that bell icon's clicked, you'll get notified right away. People get some pretty good deals on that, so and a lot of you can attest to that. And 3, comment below what you think about the Sangean PR-D14. Would you rather have a D15, which is the longer, more like DX machine, or a PR-D5, or even the PR-D4W, which is identical form factor, size-wise, as this one is? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.